pandemic is...
Life pretty much froze after this day.
There are new COVID-19 cases in North Texas,
and it is spreading fast.
Our world turned upside down.
The rich man and the poor man. A hard pill to swallow. We live in a society wherein the rich and the poor have a significant and wide gap between each other. That is the harsh reality of our world. In fact, sources say that the richest 10% of the global population currently take home 52% of the income. And how about the first half of the global population? Well, they just earn 8%. On average, an individual from the top 10% will earn $120,000 to $100,000. But an individual from the bottom half will just earn $3,920. And when it comes to wealth, valuable assets and items over and above income, the gap is even wider. The poorest half of the global population owns just 2% of the global total, while the richest 10% owns 76% of all wealth. And that is the gap between the rich and the poor. But then again, life is not all smiles and rainbows. As the world progresses, there are many minor and major setbacks in life that are unlocked and yet to discover. The year 2020. The pandemic. As we applaud the new year comes, a huge setback was yet to come. A virus, COVID-19. This pandemic added fuel to the fire. The gap between the rich and the poor continued to increase rapidly. The COVID-19 pandemic is widening the gap between rich and poor countries, a trend that threatens to reverse years of economic progress and set back efforts to alleviate global poverty. The pandemic pushed the global economy into recession in 2020, but richer nations have bounced back faster than poorer ones, thanks to widespread access to vaccine and lavish programs to support businesses and workers through the lockdown. The US economy regained its pre-pandemic size in the second quarter of 2021, and most other big countries are expected to follow suit in 2022 if they haven't already. However, in the Philippines, price values continuously increasing, people scamming other people for their benefit, people dying because they cannot afford medical supplies and bills. Because of this pandemic, people, especially those who have power and wealth, continue to become superior and preyed on those who are weak and in desperate need, which brings chaos. Chaos to our once beautiful world. With everything happening, what can we do? How can we curb this increasing gap? As future professionals in the medical field, we can contribute to finding a way to resolve this global pandemic and give free checkups, especially to the people who are in deep suffering. It is the least we can do. Sometimes we cannot blame people why they are going through poverty because life itself is depriving them of opportunities and ways to bounce back because of the wolves in our society. However, as of now, we are still students, Thomasians. As Thomasians, how can we contribute to the greater good of this increasing gap between rich and poor? Well, with the application of the university's three C's: competent, committed, and compassionate. There are a lot of horrid things happening to our society. Some we can mitigate and stop. However, there are things that are just beyond our control. It is our job and responsibility as individuals to be aware of our surroundings. At the end of the day, we have to be competent as we only have ourselves to rely on. Setbacks, challenges, problems. However, that is how life works. Life is not an easy path to walk through. Sometimes we have to go through hard times to be stronger. Staying committed is a must. Keep the passion burning and focus on the goal. With this, in the future, we will be able to contribute and help people as professionals. But for now, let us do what we can do as students and Thomasians. Let us all focus on our goals to be successful professionals and save the world from inequality. Compassion. We all live in the same world. We are all under the same sky. Why must we feed and prey on each other? We all might be different when it comes to race, sexuality, and religion, but we are all people. Let us all not make the world our own battle royale setup. Let us all look out for each other with empathy and apathy. The last man standing is not always glistening with happiness. Also, with the integration of the university's mission and vision, we are enlightened by our faith, and with everything happening in our world, we can use this as a medium to shape ourselves since the university we thrive in is the forefront of shaping their students, might as well apply their teachings in the real world as students and future professionals.
I met a man who is quite poor. This man was quite ambitious. In a world that is so vicious to us all, I said hi as he replied, said, listen to this, all goes that I have lived by my whole life. You're only as rich as your heart will let you be, and you're only as poor as the world will make it seem. This increasing gap of us, the rich and the poor, just look and wait and see. The gap is here to close, the peace and love to all, and God will cover for us. I met a man who is quite rich. He towered like a giant in a world that was defiant of his wealth. I said hi as he replied, said, listen to these all words that I have dreaded my whole life. You're only as rich as your heart will let you be, and you're only as poor as the world will make it seem. This increasing gap between us, we all need love, we all need trust. The earth will heal between us all and all forever.